Burgess Taylor. Happy Labor Day, by the way. So today I'm going to talk about a few things in the coffee chat, and then I'm going to do a bit of a show and tell. Thought I'd make it a little bit fun. So I'm working on 3 major projects. They started last week. This is the second week of all the projects. One of the projects is the read-along of Stephen King's Dark Tower series, including the major books that are connected to the series. We are starting with The Gunslinger, and I'm super excited about it. I guess I should have had a little bit of this stuff ready, right? I have it all in piles. So I have the concordance of Stephen King's The Dark Tower. I have The Road to the Dark Tower, exploring Stephen King's magnum opus. I have the second part of the concordance of the Dark Tower, and I have the Gunslinger, the first book. I have on my blog, if you're interested, the reading order for these books that we are going to be doing. We started on September 1st. Everybody started reading September 1st, so you're not very far behind. Today's only the 5th. We're doing discussion questions. The first set of discussion questions are due this week. So you can reply your answers on my blog post, or if you're in Destination Me, you can put them on the page for the event, or you can reply to my blog post there too. Whichever way you want to do it's fine with me. Some people are not in the group, so I think the blog might be the best solution, but I'm not sure, so we're still trying to figure that part out. But for those of you who are following along and you're not in the group, because the group is ladies only, please, by all means, reply on the blog. So Dark Tower, The Gunslinger, right now. Oh, I love this. I love this series. This is one of my favorite all-time series. So the next thing I'm working on is The Decorated Page. And The Decorated Page is this book. I've had this book for well over a year. The book is by Gwen Dine, or Dean. I'm not sure how you pronounce her name, but she is a really nice lady. I messaged her on Facebook because in order to kind of get the project rolling and to figure out some kind of outline, schedule kind of thing for it, I wanted to ask her a few questions. She answered them within 24 hours, and she was very nice about it. She told me I could email her if I had any more questions. Great lady. This is the other book. She has this book, The Decorated Page. She also has The Decorated Journal. They are different books, but this book, The Complete Decorated Journal, has both books in it with a little bit extra. This book is going out in the mail tomorrow, now that the storm has passed, to Tamara, who is new to the Destination Me group and new to art journaling in general. She's always been a journaler, I believe, written journaling. But she's gotten, I think, hooked on adult coloring, and she's been watching my channel for a while. She loves art. And this is new, and it's relaxing, and it's fun. And Tamara, if you don't really want to draw, or you're not sure about drawing, you can always add all kinds of different things. We all can draw. Some of us may be better at it because it's a little bit easier for us, but the more you practice, the better you get. And if you want to start with stick figures, or you just want to add pages for magazines or clip art, or your adult coloring pages, anything and everything, you can. That's the fun about journaling, is that there are a lot of people who do art journaling who don't draw. You're not limited. You're free to do whatever you want. And that's the big thing. You can do whatever you want. I'm also sending 2 blank journals, 2 different kinds. So the big thing for me is that when somebody's new to something, I've known Tamara for a while, and she's a very talented lady. She's a very creative lady. What she can do with her editing and the videos, she adds books in, little pictures of books. I wish I could do that, because I'd add in every single picture of those Stephen King's books that are connected right now for a video of that. I would if I could, but I can't. So I can't do that yet. I'm still learning. Fun about sharing things that are creative pursuits is that it inspires and motivates other people. I was going to do a giveaway, but I monitored replies on my YouTube channel, I monitored replies on my blog, and I monitored replies in the group, and I seriously thought about doing a giveaway. But one of the very first people to mention that they would love to have that book or a journal in general and would love to try it was actually Tamara. So I figured, you know what, she actually joined the group because I invited her. She actually is pursuing this because I've went on and on and on about how fun it is and how relaxing it is, and I think that the least I could do is send her that so that she can try it for herself. Next thing On the list is Finding Water. And this is the third book in Julia Cameron's The Artist's Way series, and there are some people who are in the Destination Me group and are actually doing The Artist's Way. They're going to join us because, like The Artist's Way, we are also doing morning pages and artist dates. The only difference is, well, one of the big differences, not the only difference, is that this book adds walking to the mix, and I like the walking. I try to walk at least a few times a week. My goal is to walk every day, but that doesn't necessarily happen every day. Thanks to other people, books were suggested: How to Practice the Way to a Meaningful Life, The Dalai Lama, and The Way of Zen by Alan Watts. These are on my to-be read list. I don't know how soon I'll get to these, but I'm thinking, thanks to the morning pages or the evening pages, I'm going to try to do morning pages in the morning. Didn't do them this morning. I'll do them this evening. But starting in the morning, I'm going to try to do them, or for meditation purposes, I think I may read for 20 minutes one of these books while I have my coffee. Have that quiet time first thing in the morning. I'll either write my morning pages and then have 20 minutes of that. So 20 minutes of morning pages, 20 minutes of this. That's 40 minutes. That's almost an hour. Well, it will be my first hour in the morning because that first 5 or 10 minutes I'm getting up and making coffee, and yeah. So I think that might be a good way to start my morning, though, is 20 minutes of reading something that I think is good for me and that might be meditative, and then the morning pages, which are supposed to be meditative. And I have my Omni Journal and my journal for the decorated page. Now, the show and tell. I had some questions recently about the Omni Journal itself, about what book it is, and what is an Omni Journal. This is what it looks like without the cover that I made on it. It is a 7 Seas Crossfield from my Waterman little travel kit. 7 Seas Crossfield by Nanami Paper. Got it from nanamipaper.com. It has Tomoho River paper in it. It says A5 210 times 148 millimeter, 480 pages of 5 millimeter grid, made in Japan. Don't tell you the GSM for this. This is when I started and I was combining things, and I'm going to go back to this one. What is an Omni Journal? Well, an Omni Journal is something that you can put anything and everything in. You can put bullet journaling in it. You can put written journaling in it. You can put quotes in it. You can sketch out, plan out. You can do illustrated sketch visual journaling in it. You can also put collections in it. You can write. That's a morning page right there. You can use it as a commonplace journal. I have all kinds of stuff in here. I mean, honestly, do whatever you want to. The thing about an Omni Journal, Omni means of all things, everything. And an Omni Journal, to me, is a cross between whatever types of journaling you want. Whether it's diary style written journaling, or it's drawing, or it's sketch, illustrate your life. It could be art journaling, which is more mixed media. It could be commonplace journaling, where you're adding facts and quotes and affirmations and things like that. You can do bullet journaling in it. You can do whatever you want. That's the thing. And the great thing about this, because I love my Hobonichi. I do. I love my Hobonichi. As a matter of fact, because I hate to waste the paper in it, but I don't like being limited to one day, I did my favorite art supplies, my favorite supplies for my journal, for the decorated page. That was one of our discussion questions. That here on this paper, and I'm planning out my project on this paper, as a matter of fact. There's some stuff for the artist date plan stuff. There's some stuff for the Dark Tower plan stuff. The pages right here for the decorated page, which I need to do out. And that is my Hello to September, and this is where I'm going to be doing the stuff for each day. I have to put it in here. But I set it up so that I could use the rest of my Hobonichi for that. My traveler's notebook's going to be jam-packed full, because it's going to have this, and then there's an insert that sits in the middle of these two. So she's going to be one big chunky monkey. That's the thing. An Omni Journal can be whatever you want to be. It can be anything and everything that works for you. You work it the way that you want to. I put tabs in these. I have a tab maker, and I'm going to go back through my Omni Journal and actually make tabs for it. And when I go back to this one, when I'm finished with the one I have now, I'll go back to this one, because chances are it's going to be filled up for the end of the year, and this is the beginning of this year. So though they will be mixed up, it really doesn't matter to me. I have the other one that I was using, the Omni Journal by Taroko Design Shop, and they're a little bit different. I think the Enigma is supposed to be a little bit better for watercolor kind of stuff than the Mystique. And the Mystique is the one that I have. It looks almost identical to this. I actually am now putting an index in the back of my Omni Journal and putting down different things for like my commonplace journaling and things like that. Things that are my list of things that are important that I need to reference back. And then I'll have the tabs on them, which will make that a lot easier too. I may end up getting rid of an index altogether and just making tabs. That's the thing. You make it work for you. I have a planner, more than one planner, and I use that for just regular, I need to look at a calendar visual kind of thing. And I do a little bit of writing in it, like for dates and stuff, forward planning kind of stuff. That's basically what I use my planner for, is forward planning. All the rest of my stuff goes in my Omni Journal. Pretty much everything else goes in my Omni Journal so that I can keep up with things, because I'm in and out of it on a daily basis, probably multiple times a day, because I add bits and pieces during the day most of the time. Sometimes I do it all at one time, but most of the time I add bits and pieces in during the day. So I hope that answers any questions that you might have. It's not a, that's one of the great things about having a coffee chat, is that you're sitting down chatting about different things. So I hope you guys have a great week. I will see you again probably on Wednesday, although Wednesday is Writer Wednesday. I don't think I'm actually doing a writer video Wednesday. I think it's going to be a reading video. I think that's when we're going to actually delve into some of this stuff with the Dark Tower read-along. Have a good one, and hopefully by next Wednesday I will have the part 1 of the storyboard. I will be redoing my storyboard and outlining a novel and that kind of thing. It'll be part 1. It's just those are kind of hard to make, those videos, and I want to get it right. So I'm not promising anything, but very soon I will have that done. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye, y'all.